I certainly think now, given what we've seen this season from Zach Wilson, what we haven't seen from Trey Lance, as well as what we've seen from Mac, I would definitely say Fields is second.
Right. That's and Lawrence, I do have faith that he'll put something together and he'll be a decent pro. I've always maintained that. And he also has the thing that I feel he has size where Zach Wilson does not.
Right.
Zach Wilson looks small out there. That's the thing that concerns me the most.
What concerns me the most is he drops back 19 steps, runs to the right for no reason, like he's being controlled by a PS4 controller that's malfunctioning. Stares down 3 open receivers and then throws it to a Patriots defensive back who was not one of those 3 open receivers. That's what's concerning me recently.
Well, I mean, he played more conservatively in that Broncos game.
I think he might have been worse in the Broncos game.
Okay.
Because even though he didn't have the picks, there were a few throws where he definitely should have had those picks. Those just came home to roost against the Patriots defense that was excited to devour him.
Okay. Besides Lamar Jackson, Patriots defense eats young quarterbacks alive. We know this. Keep going. The Jets looked bad. I mean, but so did Mac Jones, right?
It's true that he didn't look great either. The difference was the Patriots had Ramondre Stevenson and the Jets did not.
Who's a star?
And
if Belichick is insistent, and look, he's to his credit, Ramondre has been getting in more of a snap count as the weeks have gone on.
You mean as opposed to like Damian Harris?
I'm like losing my mind when he puts Damian Harris out there. And early on in the season, he was basically
and he's doing it at the goal line a lot too. He's literally getting to the red zone, and then instantly Ramondre goes off the field. If I'm a fantasy owner, I would be going insane.
Ramondre Stevenson is clearly more talented than Damian
without
Harris.
question.
Let's
He's also
go.
younger.
I mean, I know that they're committed to no pun intended, committed to a running back by committee backfield, but they've got to ride the hotter hand at this point. And maybe this is Bill Belichick or maybe this is Patricia and Judge as well. I don't know who's calling the shots up there because it's like the military, and apparently we can't know anything. But Ramondre's a star. Ramondre's a star, and I hope to see more of him. But that was a depressing game because both young quarterbacks looked out of their depth and confused. Zach Wilson was getting booed by the fans at MetLife, and I can't imagine that feels good. So I hear what you're saying. There isn't a lot of hope right now, but he hasn't played a ton of football. He was injured last year. He was injured this year, coming in and out of the lineup, dealing with I don't know, some adversity, a difficult defense in this situation. I feel like you should reserve judgment until we get a few more weeks of him actually playing and getting used to playing in the NFL. He has a great arm. That's something to work with. And maybe if he scrambles a little bit more effectively, they can have some more dynamism.
My problem is the issue I have primarily is that the instincts to do something are there. They are the wrong instincts. He has the instinct to do something with his feet, but it's the wrong instinct with his feet. He doesn't see gaps to then use his feet to scramble forward. He scrambles backwards or sideways and then throws up like really off target, really inefficient, high variance balls that are not going either to anybody or anybody on his team.
Yeah.
And he also has the instinct. He has the instinct to look for receivers, but when he looks, he then stops looking.
Yeah.
He finds them and then stares at them.
Yeah.
And a guy like Devin McCourty, he's been around the block. He knows when there's a young quarterback who's not going through his reads. He's staring at that guy. I'm going to ruin his life.
You can teach that a little bit to an extent. Daniel Jones was doing that for the first few years of his career, locking in, and sometimes guys are too reliant on their physical ability. Zach Wilson's probably had the best arm in his little league and in high school and in college forever throwing the football. So you feel like, yeah, he can make any throw, and he has to get used to some of the mental processing stuff. You would think that Lawrence would be ahead of that, and maybe he is, but as opposed to Zach Wilson. But I understand feeling pessimistic. It's not that long into his NFL career, so you can be patient with him. You can be. It's okay.
I understand, but the problem I have is when the problem I have is you get to a point where the hype about a good offseason, the hype about a good draft.
They're 5-3, Bradley. They're 5-3. They have a winning record for the first time in forever.
They're 5-3, and their last two wins, their last two games, they have looked like a pretty bad NFL team.
I don't agree. Bad NFL teams don't find ways to win. They found ways to win.
LaMarcus Joyner can't tackle anybody, and he is their starting linebacker.
Okay. All right.
Like all I'm saying is it's an overperformance. It's not emblematic of a.
Same with the Giants, but you teach these guys, young guys, how to win.
But the Giants look better coached.
Well, that's
the Giants look like they are on the same page with each other.
yes.
The Giants process looks more seamless than the Jets does.